And as you know, one of the reasons that Trump was so viciously targeted by the deep state was this because they were desperate to protect Hillary Clinton from the consequences of her email misconduct. At the same time, they were investigating her, supposedly. We now know that was a sham. They were targeting President Trump with her help, or then candidate Trump, and it continued after he was president. For the Fusion GPS, the collusion there, the DOJ and the FBI working with her people to protect her from the consequences of her email misconduct. Because if the Justice Department had all of its resources focused on the alleged corruption of President Trump, well, they weren't going to target Mrs. Clinton at the same time. They were going to target her for colluding with the Russians to target Trump, or taking money from the Russians potentially to get a good result for on their behalf in the Uranium One decision-making of the Obama administration. They weren't going to investigate her pay-to-play activities at the State Department as exposed by Judicial Watch. So Judicial Watch exposed the Clinton emails, and the Justice Department and the FBI didn't want to pursue it under Obama for corrupt reasons. And for unfathomable reasons, the Trump Justice Department under Jeff Sessions didn't want to do anything, and I don't know what Attorney General Barr wants to do. But Judicial Watch continues to do the hard work holding Hillary Clinton accountable for her misconduct. We just released another set of emails, the final set of emails that the FBI was able to recover from the emails that Hillary Clinton hid from the American people by trying to delete or, as I say, otherwise hide. And there are 700, this is it, 756 pages, I think. Yeah, 756 pages of new emails that we've just released that include at least 5 emails that contain classified information. Now remember, Hillary Clinton said these emails that she deleted or otherwise hid from the American people didn't contain government information. They weren't government documents. Well, that was just generally false as a matter of law, but it was specifically false because we've recovered batch after batch of materials from that group of records that were government records. We wouldn't be getting these emails if they weren't government records, because under FOIA, we're not entitled to someone's personal records. In fact, I don't want Mrs. Clinton's personal records. But the State Department had to turn over these records to us because these are emails that she tried to delete, but the FBI successfully recovered. As best I can tell, they only recovered 5,000 of the 33,000 emails she deleted. So there are 28,000 emails that she hasn't turned over yet or have yet to be recovered. But new information here in this, this is so heavy that I'm afraid my table here is going to break. New information includes, as I say, classified information, and including an email in 2011 that former British Prime Minister Tony Blair sent discussing Palestinian issues to Clinton's personal email account. On May 19, 2011, Blair again sent classified information to Mrs. Clinton's personal unsecure email account. Classified email exchange between Blair and Clinton in 2009, almost before she was president, about the Middle East. Former retired Army General Jack Keane, he's a great guy, I know him personally a little bit, he sent Clinton what turned out to be classified information in early 2009, it looks like. See, none of this would be a problem if she had a secure account, which is what she was supposed to do and was warned to do. In fact, the documents show that she was provided a State Department email account. Of course, she didn't use it. Remember Lanny Davis? He's the Hillary Clinton confidant who was the lawyer for Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Clinton is still running the show in many ways. It's just amazing. There's a classified email exchange with him. He could serve, he says, as a private channel for her to Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And he writes, "No one on the planet other than your wonderful husband can get this done as well as you." And then later he writes to her that he got worried about his communication with her because of his FARA obligations, Foreign Agent Registration Act, because he was a lobbyist for foreign governments. Isn't that interesting? An email with the subject line, "Clinton Ivanishvili meeting," shows a meeting with pro-Putin Georgian billionaire Ivanishvili, who was reportedly involved in a Russia-rigged election for president in the Republic of Georgia. And it was set up by an operative of Hillary Clinton. An undated email from former Deputy Secretary of State Strobe Talbot to Clinton discussed that Vice President Joe Putin was thinking seriously about a Biden-Putin commission. All of this is sensitive stuff, which should never have been put on a private email system. The documents reveal that Clinton had been assigned an official government email address, as I say. Even the documents say Clinton talks about getting a secure computer set up soon. So she knew she needed a secure computer, but she didn't use it. Sidney Blumenthal, Clinton Foundation, I don't know, guy is the best way to put it. He was a Clinton Foundation payee. He was getting money from them. And a close Clinton associate, sending tons of emails to her. We have all the emails from Blumenthal. The Obama White House thought he was someone so oily, they did not want him in the administration. So what Hillary Clinton did was she had this secret correspondence with him. And Blumenthal sends these emails about Libya in the past. In this case, he's trying to get a proposal for a commercial contract related to IEDs considered by her team. And he was working with Cody Shear, who is another Clinton crony, both of whom, Blumenthal and Shear, are implicated in yet another dossier laundered through the State Department to target Trump later. And then Blumenthal emails a memo entitled "Good Cop, Bad Cop" in 2009. Basically, this anti-Israel kind of crazy email talking about how the likely prime minister at the time, Netanyahu, would be working, quote, with Jewish leadership here in the United States to counter administration moves. So all these anti-Semitic issues that we have with the anti-Israel caucus and the Democratic Congress, you see elements of this in this email. Then you have, we get back to Haiti. Those of you who follow the Clintons, you know about their connections, the abuse and misuse of the poor people of Haiti from the Clinton gang. State Department officials are talking about Haiti with the Clinton Foundation. Remember, Hillary Clinton promised the Clinton Foundation would have nothing to do with the State Department. Well, in fact, they were working hand in glove on projects to help their donors, pay to play, every which way. So there's a lot of other emails here. I could go through it, and I have the full list here. And I encourage you to go on our internet site, because we have them here, and look at all the emails, because there may be stuff in here we've missed. It's 750 pages, and Google or DuckDuckGo or Bing email search Clinton emails, and you'll see all the other emails we've been able to recover. Maybe you'll find something we missed. Let us know if you do. This is the last batch. I think they recovered about 76,000 pages of emails that Hillary Clinton tried to delete. And so what's next up in this particular litigation is that Judicial Watch will negotiate and battle with the government over documents that have been withheld. For instance, we haven't gotten any documents yet, or any emails, as best I can tell, about Hillary Clinton's communications with Barack Obama. Are they going to assert executive privilege over that? How's that going to work? Because Obama first said, I didn't know anything about the email system, and then it turns out he was communicating with her via email. So the White House at the time had to walk that back. This is one of the reasons Hillary Clinton was never prosecuted, because to prosecute Hillary Clinton implicated other people like Barack Obama, who let her break the law. Hillary Clinton goes to trial, and her defense witness would be Barack Obama, then President of the United States, who said, I had no problem with what Hillary Clinton was doing. What a trial that would have been. That's why the Justice Department was afraid to go after Hillary Clinton, because it was not only a Hillary Clinton scandal, it was a Barack Obama scandal, it was an FBI scandal, it was a Justice Department scandal, it was a State Department scandal. All these other high-level government officials who knew what she was up to, they were implicated as well. But Judicial Watch is continuing because, as I've discussed with you before here, we have discovery in another Judicial Watch FOIA case about the reasons for setting up this system, whether it was to avoid FOIA. About whether the Benghazi scandal, for instance, was one of the reasons they didn't want to turn over the emails or look at them. And in fact, the obstruction by the Justice Department and the State Department continues. I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. So one of the witnesses we're able to question, at least send written questions to, is Ben Rhodes, who was a Deputy National Security Advisor, I think is the title, in the Obama White House, who wrote those fake talking point memos for then UN Ambassador Susan Rice to use to go on all those Sunday morning talk shows and lie about the Benghazi attack by blaming a video, as opposed to the terrorist attack everyone knew it was, from Al-Qaeda. So we can't find Rhodes. He's ignoring our requests. So we have no way of requiring him to respond to our questions in writing under oath. So we took the next step by asking the court to allow us to issue a subpoena to bring him in and question him under oath, because he seems to be defying the court order that he answer questions under oath about Benghazi and related matters. And the Justice Department and the State Department oppose our efforts to hold this person accountable to the rule of law. Where is Attorney General Barr on this? I am angry that this is happening. When you think of the Benghazi scandal and the outrage over that, and that this administration is outrageously defending the Obama gang from accountability on Benghazi, that's stubbing the nose of the voters that put President Trump in office. And I know President Trump would be outraged by this. And I hope now that Mueller's gone, he starts telling the Justice Department, you need to start doing your job and stop obstructing requests for information and justice for the corruption that took place before I came into office. But that's now our latest court battle. Can you believe it? So we'll see how the court rules. But this Justice Department continues to cover up and protect Obama and Hillary Clinton on emails. That's for sure. And Benghazi. And Judicial Watch is doing, as I say, the heavy lifting in court to get justice and accountability here.